Good morning. Welcome to Gigi's Garden. We had a pretty good rain last night. Thank you, Jehovah, for this beautiful day. Let's get some Carolina blues. So we had a pretty good rain last night. I was gonna come out here and water this morning, but Jehovah watered for me, so that's cool. I'm gonna just check around, see if knock the spider webs off my face. Yeah, and just see if we have any bugs this morning, worms and things like that. See what's got knocked down in the storm. Of course, I don't know what's going on with this pepper. This pepper plant is super tall. It's super tall. It's way up here. There's no peppers on it. It's got a bunch of buds now. I don't know. Maybe it ain't hot enough. Look at my spinach. Get out of here. Look at that spinach. Great. Now let's just everyday bug inspection. I ain't gonna have no look. They is eating. They done ate this poor little Brussels sprout to death. And this one. Hi, Bumblebee. Get out of here. So we'll look for some worms because we know they in there. They all in there. Ducks are loud. So I was watching a video yesterday, and I came out here and I commented that the flowers were falling off my pea pods. I think it was Jess, and she said that when it gets really hot, the flowers fall off. So I'm thinking it has been super hot the last couple days, so maybe that's why my flowers are falling off. So we'll see. Tomatoes are coming along. It's every time I come out here, it's like I can't wait to see what damage that big storm caused. But I see my little cucumbers got knocked over. These are the little lemon cucumbers, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to train them up this trellis. Come on, where the hell did I get knocked? I don't know what's that doing. How's it growing that way? The other ones are growing that way too. Wow. Okay. So this is my first time ever growing these, and never have I ever. I didn't even know that they shot out like that. Look at that. They're all doing it. Both of them are doing it. So okay, so maybe that's how they grow. I have to watch another video to see when they're ready to harvest so you can eat them. Japanese beetles have. I'm ready for them to go away. I'm ready for them to go away because they have decimated my poor grapevine. They still there's still a couple little grapes on there. Hey, there's little cherry tomatoes over there. We'll see. Next year, hopefully it'll do better. I have to put some water in there. I see worms all on here. Oh, there's worms everywhere on my collards. So I'm going to go ahead and take them off and throw them to the chickens. And I'm going to go ahead and get started out here in this garden while I have a couple minutes free to myself. I don't know what's going on with these potatoes. They are not dying back. They are growing further out into the path. Pretty soon they're going to be in the flower bed. So here we go. And I don't know what this is. I just let it grow. I don't know what that is. But it started growing, so I just let it. Look at those potatoes. They did flower a little bit, and then the flowers went away. Get out of there, Milton. Flowers went away, but the plant itself is not dying back. So I know it's not time yet to try to harvest those potatoes. Looking at my little tree collards. Trying to see how much damage. Oh wow, my dahlias are about to... Oh, look at that. I don't know who's been digging in here. Look, I got one little... Somebody's digging in here. It's probably you. Get out. Get out here, Chelsea. Cat's always doing something, man. Some poor little coneflowers got knocked down with the wind on all that rain last night. I planted one coneflower there and like one or two here, and they just exploded like crazy, which I never knew. So, pretty little sunflowers, everything. Ugly old Japanese beetle on my sunflowers. I like plucking them. I ain't gonna touch them, but I'll pluck them. Tomatoes going wild. Everything, there's just nothing is uniformed in this garden today, this year. And I don't have the time nor the energy to try to make it so. Malabar spinach, choking out the weeds. That's good because I sure enough haven't picked the weeds, so let them choke them out. There's bumblebees in here, so I have to be careful. I also see something white and fuzzy, and I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna grab it and get it out. I don't see any squash bugs in here. I just hope the other squash over there is a sacrifice, evidently. So we'll see. I don't know what this is. Was it a spider egg? Yeah, I think it was. There's a spider in this, but it's gone now. I want these squash to grow up, but this storm knocked everything down. So let's see if we can start trying to train them up. Yeah, they got plenty of male flowers on and no female flowers. Let's see if we can train some of these squash up. I got plenty of cucumbers coming. My neighbor brought me a whole bag of zucchini yesterday, which I was excited about because I didn't grow any this year. Looks like a squash vine borer has gotten that one, which is terrible. We'll see. I might not get but one or two squash this whole year. I will plant another round. I don't think I'm going to plant zucchini or yellow squash just because I know that I'll be getting it from other people, so I really don't have to. But I'm thinking about concentrating on different kinds of squash this year. All kind of bugs in here, man, which is a good thing. Don't be mad about the bugs, because all different kind of bugs pollinate. Some better than others, but everybody helps. The cucumber is outgrowing the loofah. I know the loofah will, once it starts, if it gets everything that it needs, it will take over. It will take over both of these trellises. So I want to try to train it up and over, so I can make a little archway over the keyhole. But so far, it looks like everything's doing okay. I don't know what's going on with my trees and why they're leaning in the pot, but I guess that's just the way they're trying to grow. Even my little Even my pecan stick is even leaning more, it looks like. So I'm gonna have to buy my own weed whacker so I can come out here and weed whack my own garden. Yep. I just text Sharina. It's early in the morning. I just text her and I was like, those kittens have trashed the living room. So when I was folding clothes and had some clothes sitting on the couch because the kids were asleep and I didn't want to go in their room to put clothes away. They're all knocked on the floor and, the kittens are breaking stuff. That's just a maniac. Some maniacs going on in there. I don't care. It just is what it is. Between the cats and the kids. Ooh, hey, I got some cherry tomatoes. There's a couple ready back there. I haven't had... I need to pick these up because they are just going everywhere. Let me see if I can get them up off the ground. Alright, so guys, I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get these tomatoes trellised up and tied up. So I'm going to go get some string. I'm going to go get some... first I'm going to get these white flies off of my ground cherries. Quit tripping. And I'm going to get some string and some scissors and I'm going to see if I can go ahead and trellis these tomatoes up because they are just going everywhere and I don't want them crawling across the ground. They're actually crawling into the herbs. So, and hiding, crawling into the herbs and hiding elderberries all the way over here. Whew. I'm gonna dig that one up, get it out of here. My little spearmint is dying off. I'm gonna have to get that from over there too. It's probably being shaded out too much from everything. This is about to be a wild jungle garden. Which I'm okay with. I'm really okay with it. It doesn't have to be uniformed. I do want it to be pretty, but it doesn't have to be uniform. I will rethink where I put things now that I know. Like, I should not have put the elderberries right here. I knew they grew big, but I didn't know they did all this. But it's okay because I can cut them back and they still will flower next year. But, so that'll be part of what I do this week. I'll cut these elderberries back. I'm definitely going to dig this one up and put it somewhere else. And I will put them because I actually want elderberries growing along this ridge here where I have all the poke salad growing. We're going to see which one can outcompete. Poke salad is fine and my animals will eat it. But I do want elderberry so I can make a bumper crop of elderberry syrup. So that's my goal. I'm not going in those woods anyway. So, and I got a couple more trees that I'm getting ready to order. I'm going to order the pawpaw tree. You have to order 2, so I might order 3. They don't get super big, but they are one of our tropical fruits here in the United States. Yep, it's like related to the soursop and something else, but they're a soft flesh fruit and they grow wild all throughout the United States, or part of the United States anyway. So that's gonna be my next tree. That's what I want. That's what I want to do next. So, especially since it's something that grows wild anyway, I'm kind of excited. So, and they're not super expensive because they cannot commercially. There's another tomato plant, 2 of them. They cannot commercially farm that tree. They haven't figured out a way to do it yet, and they haven't figured out a way to ship the fruit because the fruit is so delicate. So it's something that's been around for centuries, and I'm just hearing about it, and it just goes to show you how just exploring, reading, watching these YouTube videos, you can find out some stuff that you get that could be growing right in your backyard. I could have some growing in there, and I'll never know it though, because I ain't going out there. But America has a lot of native things that are really good for you, and things that you can eat, and things that you can use. Just like these weeds that are growing all over the place here. So let me go ahead and get started. You guys have a wonderful day. Remember, be kind. It's free. You never know what somebody's going through. And I'm gonna do what I got to do out here today while I got a little bit of time. Have a good day.